Hello and welcome back to another episode of Monaco with me, Mr. Grand 2. And we start today looking on the Ligue 1 Stadiums screen. Now, we did mention this a little bit in the introduction, but I think it's a point we need to look at in a little bit more detail. Monaco, a team we are, of course, in charge of in this series, play at the Stade Louis II Stadium in Monaco. And it's a stadium that only has 16,500 seats, which actually, despite the fact we are the second highest reputation club in the division, is only the 17th largest in the division. In terms of the number of season tickets we've sold, not even close to that. In fact, if we look at the general information screen, we should be able to see. So season ticket holders, 4,000. I mean, I'm doing a save with Boston at the moment. Um, we we've got into League One at in our most recent season, and we've sold slightly under this in League One. A two-star reputation team in the third division of England has sold nearly as many as this. This is going to be an issue going forward. Obviously, we've got loads of money from the owner, which is great, but we don't really have much money coming in from fans because we don't really have many fans. Well, if we have look back at the stadium screen again, 16,500, um, nearly 50,000 fewer seats than Marseille. Obviously, Marseille have loads and loads of fans, but not even close. Not even close to them. And teams who, are going to be some of the favourites, some of them for relegation, Angers, Strasbourg, Reims, Cannes as well, all with considerably more seats in their stadium, way more fans. So as rich as we are, it's going to be quite a long challenge to get us to be the most overall successful club in the world, I think. Anyway, then, I did say last time that I was going to play quite a few matches and we'd come back sort of around the start of the Champions League. But I thought, you know what, um, I want to start the league season playing the first two games in an episode because obviously we started out last time our first proper match of the season, losing the Trophy des Champions 2-1 to PSG. That was a little bit disappointing, and I want to begin the league campaign hopefully with two wins here today. So the team we're going to be playing then is the same as the team that played against PSG, with one exception. I'm going to give Stevan Jovetic the start up front. Falcao, I'm not sure he's going to be the option. He's definitely not going to be the option longer term for us, given his age, generally declining physical attributes, and just general injury record. So we're going to give Jovetic the chance today. Pellegrini, of course, is on the bench. Otherwise, unchanged. Since last time, we have confirmed the signing of Jack Clark from Leeds, potentially rising to £4.3 million. Actually, that is in instalments, but we're not paying it all up front. I think he's a really, really technically good young winger. He's going to be playing. I can play on the right. We're going to try and play on the left as well because as an inverted winger, he will work well there. Not the best necessarily physically. He's not got much stamina, and his natural fitness isn't great. But otherwise, I think he's going to do pretty well. And even if he doesn't, we can probably sell him on for a bit of a profit in a few years' time. So we're going to be kicking things off today. Our first Ligue 1 match of the season against Nantes. A team that have a lot of debutants today, as we did against PSG. They've got Bachelier on loan from us, which I mean he's obviously going to score. There's no doubt about that. Other players of note is that Yoann Gourcuff. It is formerly of Newcastle. They've got Rongier, who's pretty good in midfield, a player we might look at, but I'm going to add him to my shortlist now. Could be useful going forward. Tassetti is a player I've signed this year as well. He's pretty deadly, especially from set pieces. But I think we probably have enough about us to see them off today. Can't really fault them for their performance against PSG last time out. They are a very, very good team, but I'm definitely looking for an improvement today and 3 points on the board. PSG did win their first match. They played on the Friday, so they've already got the lead. And anything less than 3 points will be in a long haul battle for the rest of the season. A free kick comes in from Fabregas and it's been put in by De Ligt. It looks like it might be disallowed by VAR though. Nothing else happening before that. He didn't look particularly offside for me. I think it was being played on there. Put it in, lovely, lovely header from him, redeeming himself for his error against PSG, and the goal has stood, and we have got ourselves a 1-0 lead. Well, half time, and that is literally the only highlight of the game. A header from Delict giving us the advantage going into the second half. Hopefully, we can see it through. Our fitness is looking pretty on par with them, although obviously a lot of our players not quite up to match sharpness yet. Hopefully, that won't toll on us by the end. 20 minutes to go, absolutely nothing happening again, just that one highlight in the entire game. I really do pick them, don't I? I'm going to give Pellegrini a chance. Jovetic hasn't really taken much of an opportunity here, so he's gonna go and sit down and think about what he's done. We'll give Pellegrini a chance. He was excellent in pre-season. He is the future of this club, the future of Italian football as well. Hopefully, he can make an instant impact. Well, absolutely thrilling match there. 1-0 to us. Great result. We had 12 shots on target. They didn't have any. One shot overall for them in the whole game. Total domination, but slightly sleep-inducing there. That the Delict goal was literally the only highlight of the entire game. There was nothing else except for that final one right at the end. I mean, it's a good win for us, but guys, could you maybe be a little bit more interesting next time? Maybe? Thanks. I'll see you in a few days' time for our second game of the season against Lille. Well, we are on track to currently fail financial fair play. Um, one of the downsides of being extremely rich without actually having any fans to bring in the money, I guess. Um, there are a few players, especially in the reserves, I'm going to try and look to offsell to hopefully help this. Although I think what will probably happen is that the board will magic up some additional sponsorships and investments that will sort this out by the season's end. If not, we're going to be banned from the Champions League next year, even if we do qualify. Of course, a lengthy run in the Champions League will probably actually help with that because the prize money you get for even just winning a group stage match is pretty considerable. So hopefully nothing to worry about too much. Second game of the episode then against Lille, and the team is going to be, I think, pretty much the same. Although I think I'm going to give Pellegrini a chance. He came off the bench last time, but I'm going to give him the start today and see what he can do. Everybody else is going to remain the same. Let's get to it. So Lille, a difficult prospect for us. Obviously, a team that came, I think, third in real life in Liga. I'll double check that in a second. I did a save with Leon, like myself, a few months ago, and Lille. Well, they got relegated in the first season, so that I guess that shows how unpredictable football is and just how volatile Football Manager is. But they're going to be a difficult prospect for sure. Thiago Maia, they've got Nicolas Pepe. An early chance for us here. It's come out to Sidibe. Looks like he's going to line up a shot there, but we're working it round nicely. Ronnie Lopez puts a shot agonisingly close. The text commentary said, "Yeah, they got Thiago Maia, they got Loic Remy up front, and they got Nicolas Pepe, of course, highly coveted player this summer in real life. And Gelson Martins has got injured, a potential groin injury. That sounds fun, especially because we're quite weak in the wide areas. At least we did buy Jack Clark. At least we did buy Jack Clark. Okay, Nasser Chadley's going to have to come on, as he is our only wide option on the bench. Well, Ronnie Lopez wants to come off as well, apparently. There isn't another winger on the bench. That was great management from me, for sure. Not going well so far. Oh, Ronnie Lopez's fitness is dropping like a stone. I don't think it's going to get any better. He's on 54%. Hopefully he can just get through to half time, but then we're going to have to take him off and do something. Not sure what we're going to do. Maybe Golovin, maybe Fabregas. I don't know. No highlights to speak of other than that Lopez chance. Very disappointing. Let's have a look and see what we can do. I mean, I did think we were going to be weak in the wide areas. I didn't buy anybody other than Jack Clark because we've got Balde, we've got Diaz on loan. I didn't really see much point, but yeah, I mean, you can see why Monaco have struggled this season. Their squad is not that great. You know what? I'm going to put Cesc Fabregas out there. We're putting Fabregas out there for the time being. I'm going to put Tonali on for Lopez. See how Fabregas gets on. Otherwise, we can probably put Henriks out there and put Ballo Torre at left back. I'm trying something different. I want to see how well Cesc Fabregas does out there. Free kick in from Jeremy PA, and Lille take the lead. Formerly of Southampton, of course, PA. Well, free kicks are pretty overpowered this year on FM, and he's put one away there pretty comfortably, but a chance for an immediate fight back from his Adrian Silva. It's been worked out nicely, and it's gone in from Cesc Fabregas. That was very quick interchange of play. Throw in from Sidibe, cleared away by Jose Font, but Silva exchanges passes with Tonali, and he feeds Cesc Fabregas. We moved him out to the wing, and he gets a cracking finish into the top corner. His first goal for the club. Another throw in from Sidibe, and it's flicked in by Pellegrini. But, well, I think they might be giving a penalty. I'd rather have that goal, to be honest. That would be nice if we could have the goal. It's a penalty. We've got a penalty. Who's going to take it? Adrian Silva's going to take it. And he's going to score it. We are 2-1 up. We've turned it around in pretty quick succession. I'm going to slow the replay down just a little bit as well. Well, definitely improvement in the second half. Having gone behind, we've had a good response. Get ourselves the lead. A corner in from Silva. Comes out to Golovin. Only set pieces so far in terms of how we threatened. The ball goes in from Sidibe. Fabregas puts it in, and this time he hits the post. I never thought putting Cesc Fabregas on the right-hand side would be so effective, but apparently it is. Okay, 5 minutes left. Going to make a final change. Chadley's not impressed at all, but there isn't really anyone else who can replace him. Pellegrini's not done much either. Hopefully Jovetic can do something. I mean, this will be 3 games, and none of our strikers have even come close to scoring. Still early days, but potentially a concern. Well, a spirited fight back, having gone behind, had a few injuries as well, and a positive result in the end. 2 wins on the bounce to open our league campaign, as you'd probably hope. First assist there for Sandro Tonali, and well, an excellent second half performance from Cesc Fabregas, out on the right hand side. Not a position he's used to playing in, but performed in very, very well. My assistant says to say they were disappointing. I'm going to say, no, you were good. Well done. Let's keep it positive. So in the early stage of the season, we find ourselves in 4th position. 2 wins from 2, albeit neither of them especially convincing, and that has been matched by Marseille, by Lyon, by Dijon, and by Nice, although not by PSG. PSG lost. Who did they lose to? They lost 3-1 to Guingamp. 3-1. Neymar got injured there as well. We've scraped over the line with 2 wins, but PSG already have lost the league game, and it's not to a side you'd expect. Well, there we are then. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss any episodes from this series, and I'll see you next time.